I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Monday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
So the first full weekend of Major League Baseball wrapped up, and it was the first weekend that they tested the ABS system, which for those who don't know baseball, it's the automated ball strike challenge system that they've got now, where, because umpires always get calls wrong, players, whether it's the person at bat, the catcher, or the pitcher, they can do a little double tap on the head to instantly review the play and either get it overturned or make it stay true.
I have to say that it wasn't 100% accurate in terms of the challenges. People were getting them wrong, which I like to see because it keeps some human error in the game.
It did have a 60% rate over the weekend, though.
Yes, and it didn't feel like it added to the game in terms of length. I didn't feel, as I was watching the Jays this weekend, like the games felt like, oh God, here we go again.
But it was funny. I think it was like the catcher on the Kansas City Royals. There was 4 pitches in a row, or at least 4 batters in a row, rather, where he just double tapped on his head, and you could tell the umpire was like, "Are you kidding me, man?" And they all got overturned.
The catcher's turning around like Captain America in the Marvel movies, like, "Hey, I can do this all day, buddy."
I was thinking, I want to start implementing the double tap helmet thing into real life.
Oh, for actual real life reviews?
Yeah. Maybe you're hanging out with a bunch of people at the bar and they start trying to make moves and they're like, "Oh, let's all get up and go here." You just double tap the helmet and be like, no.
No, everybody sit down. Let's take a second here. Or even if you're doing split checks or whatever, someone comes in, they had the apps, they had the meal, bunch of drink. I think we should all just split it evenly. Tap the hat. Let's get the review on that bill, please.
I'm pretty sure I only had the spinach dip.
Yeah. Pretty sure we can check that again.
You could use the ABS double tap when you overhear your missus committing you to plans that you didn't agree to.
Let's just take a second and review those plans before we make them official.
I didn't agree to having the in-laws over this weekend. Double tap.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know those BuzzFeed quizzes that are so much fun? Yeah, that's not what this is. It's the quiz with Brock and Dalby.
All right, Dalby, I want to see if you know ball today.
Okay.
It's a saying I hear a lot of guys toss around when they're talking about sports. Like, you don't know ball. I know ball. But I want to see if you know songs that have ball or balls in the title. I will give you a band, as always, and you need to tell me their ball songs.
It's interesting. Normally, it's testing my music knowledge. I was not prepared to have my ball knowledge tested today. All
right. Well, let's see if you know ball. You ready to get going?
I think so. I don't know. I'm nervous about this one.
All right. First one in here. Feel like it's easy. If I say the band Sweet, you would say?
Ballroom Blitz?
There you go.
Okay, all right. I was just right off the bat, I'm like, all right, we need to test what the ball criteria is.
Proving you know a little bit of ball here. When I say the band Accept, you would say?
Oh, Accept? I'm not sure I'm familiar with the band. Is it like a one-hit wonder, maybe?
Yeah, it is a one-hit wonder.
I don't know the band.
Balls to the wall.
Is that them?
That is Balls to the wall.
Okay.
Okay, 1 for 2. So 50% of you knows ball right now. Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin. Oh, no. I don't know Janis Joplin.
Ball and Chain.
Oh, my brain was just like, where's Ball and me and
Your
Bobby
mom's
McGee?
yelling at you somewhere right now. All right, The Who.
The Who.
Oh, don't overthink this one.
Oh no.
You're going to be mad at yourself.
I'm already mad at myself.
It is Shane Bellworthy too. Nothing?
I'm just stalling at this point.
Pinball Wizard.
Oh.
Shame.
Yeah, that's a bell. That's a big bell.
All right, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh, Great Balls of Fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, and final one here. This is a little redemption here right now. Because your score is pretty brutal.
Well, it's 2 out of 5. I'm 1 away from 500. Relax.
You're 2 out of 5, but you could turn around and make the perfect score here because AC/DC has a lot of songs with ball or balls in the title.
I was waiting. I was like, does he skip AC/DC or is this whole quiz AC/DC?
You are 2 for 5 right now. They have 6 songs with balls in the title. Depending on how many you can get, we can change your score up here. How many AC/DC ball songs can you name?
Okay, well, there's Big Balls.
There's Big Balls.
And
That's
then
one.
There's also Great Balls. It's like, isn't there?
No Great Balls.
Okay, there's Play Ball.
There's Play Ball.
Ball Breaker.
There you go.
Oh, there's something about. Oh, there's so many ball songs, but I'm
missing 3.
3. That's crazy.
That's a lot of ball.
That there's still 3 ball songs. You know what?
You're gonna bail on 5 for 6.
I'm gonna take 5 for 6. That's a good score.
5 for 6 ain't it?
I wouldn't want a fraudulent 100%. Thank you, AC/DC.
You missed "Got You by the Balls."
That's the one.
She's Got Balls.
Oh yeah.
And Snowballed.
Okay. There was snow in my mind, and I was like, no, I'm not even going to say that out loud, because that's really wrong. Damn it. I should have gone with my gut.
There's one thing you have in common with AC/DC.
What's that?
You know balls.
Balls, baby.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I did see something kind of silly online, but I wanted to ask you the question here.
Okay.
If someone was to give you $250,000 a year, but you can only eat sandwiches for every meal of every day for the rest of your life, do you think you could do it?
Absolutely. That's not a problem.
That's what I thought when I saw this.
Sandwiches is too easy. The money is too good, and the strain is too low.
I feel like that's pretty much almost what I already do, to be honest with you.
I mean, honestly, you think about all the different sandwiches that come in and out of your life on a regular basis. You know, whether you're a PB&J person, a ham and cheese, get some bologna in there.
Breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwiches. I mean, even if you want to play the game, hot dogs. A hot dog is meat between bread.
Sure,
that's
and even
a sandwich.
if the gluten's getting too much with you, like people do like the lettuce, like
Right.
whatever stuff, or like open face sandwiches if you don't want to eat too much bread. I guess the thing is like, this is an easy answer to a stupid question. But if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, would it be sandwiches, or is there anything else that you'd kind of go with?
I think that the cheat code answer to this question is either sandwiches or pizza.
Oh, pizza's smart.
Pizza's another one where it's like, okay, so I have the idea of what makes a pizza. Generally, it's just the crust.
But there's different variations.
Whatever I want to put on it, I mean, there's dessert pizza, there's vegetarian pizza, there's the cauliflower crust pizza. There's, like you were saying, like there are so many different variations that if I only had to eat this one thing. Now, if you change the dynamic and you were like, oh, you can only eat bologna sandwiches, or you can only eat pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
Infinitely more difficult. But if you leave it open to the whole category, I'll never be upset at a meal a day in my life.
Pizza and potatoes actually are probably like two. Like if you just said I'm going to eat potatoes for the rest of my days, like you'll probably do a number on that.
I think the only thing with potatoes is what am I allowed to have with it? Am I only allowed to have potatoes or things that are mixed into the potato?
Any dish that associates with anything.
Because at some point, if I can only eat potatoes, my body is going to revolt against me for all the starch and carbs.
I mean, but is that any different than what life is already like?
What I'm saying is my life is a cautionary tale. You should not only eat potatoes, otherwise this happens.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You got some pretty genius answers for if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life. What would it be? Someone said pasta would be a good one.
Is just, it's an infinite. I mean, so many of those restaurants that do like all you can eat pasta, mixing up different kinds of noodles, different sauces, different toppings.
You can change it up every day. Yeah.
You can literally just throw a whole steak in a bowl of pasta and they still call it pasta.
Jessica said soup, which kind of like pasta. You can go a bunch of different ways, but like so much liquid all the time, I guess.
Definitely going to need some fiber in there. Although, I mean, again, you can just fire some noodles in there.
Yeah.
If you're doing soup, where does a stew stand on that? Like, are you allowed to have a stew to add in a little bit of roughage?
Dude, you're always going to be making a stew in your stomach if you're only eating soup. Salad, actually kind of a genius answer.
Yeah.
I mean, like, on paper, it doesn't sound appeasing to most people, but, like, you can make anything a salad.
Well, and there are so many things that are called salads, right? Chicken salad sandwiches, egg salad sandwiches.
Potato salad.
There's so many different things that, like, beyond the bowl full of leafy greens we consider to be a salad.
Fruit salad.
And then can you wrap it up? Can you throw it in a tortilla? Chicken Caesar salad
Like, if
wrap?
it's got salad in the name, is that the loophole? Yeah.
That honestly could be a pretty easy one too.
Someone else just said pie.
Ooh, I like
Kind of
pie.
like your pizza idea. You can put anything in a pie.
That's
so.
just it, right? Because you can go all the way from like a fruity lemon meringue pie all the way up to a shepherd's pie and everything in between.
Yeah. We do got a friend of the show, Sean, on the phone. Sean, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what are you going with, bud?
Definitely kebabs. You can put anything on a stick.
Ooh, let me ask you two fine discerning gentlemen a question. Is a pogo or corn dog a kebab?
It is food on a stick.
Kebab is technically, it's multiple items on a stick, so it's bread and meat, so that would count.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, honestly, kebab is another cheat code, I think.
Is a popsicle technically a kebab?
Only if it's a layered popsicle. It's got to have like the chocolate outside with the vanilla inside. So that way it's layered.
Creamsicle, fudgesicle kind of type thing then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well played, sir.
Thank you.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Got a very interesting headline for you. Eye drops made from pig semen deliver cancer treatment to mice.
There's not a conventional delivery system that I'm aware of.
Yeah, apparently scientists have used exactly pig semen to develop eye drops that can stop tumor growth in the retina and preserve vision in study in mice. Apparently something they are hoping that could be used to treat children with a cancer of the retina.
I mean, listen, any weapon in the fight against cancer is a welcome addition to the arsenal.
Of course.
I do have to ask the question, who thought of this as something to try?
I mean, that's the thing with all these scientific studies that you see on the regular is how many different animals did he go through before he landed on that? Or
I mean, even before you even get to Old MacDonald's farm, what was the impetus to be like, have we tried semen? Have we tried putting semen in people's eyes yet?
From everything I've ever been told, getting a substance like that in your eyes is never a good thing.
That's a bummer. That's a no-go. That's a red flag for a lot of people. So who was it before we even got to pig that was like, maybe this is the answer? Guys, hear me out. Maybe this is something that we try.
Is that just like guys like literally, no pun intended, dicking around, like having a hoot kind of thing? Or is it...
They just got a whiteboard in the lab full of different substances and someone put semen on there as a joke. And then they were like, well, nothing else worked. Henderson had this idea and he's like, oh, I was just joking around. But here we are, a scientific breakthrough.
You know, there's some guy that's going to go home now after hearing this. Hear me out, babe. We don't need to get laser eye surgery.
It cures cancer.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is Brock and Dalby's $15,000 big bag of cash.
Will you keep what you got or take another shot?
All right, we have got Colin on the line. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing good, man. Hoping we can give you a big bag of cash here. Now, I know you said you're at work right now. You had to step away from your coworkers?
I did, yes.
You were worried they might try and influence you to go further than you're comfortable with?
I'm sure they would try.
All right. Do you have any goals in mind today, or are we just going with the flow?
We always talked about 4 digits, so...
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I like your style, Colin. It's going to make me incredibly nervous, but I like it.
Now, Colin, I got to ask, you aren't scared to bust here this morning, or how you feeling?
Nah, I'm not scared. If it happens, it happens.
All right. Well, first vault is guaranteed money. You ready to open it up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
$545.
$545. What are we thinking?
That's a pretty good start.
That's a hot start.
Not
brother.
4 digits, though.
That's
Not
a
4
hot
digits.
start. No, we're going to go again.
Okay. All right. Let's see what's in vault number 2.
$633.
633. Changing your
Yeah,
mindset
we'll go.
here?
Not yet. No, go again.
Didn't even hesitate. He's like, shut up, Brock. I want more.
He ain't scared to bust. He said it. All right, here we go.
$777.
Oh, we're getting close.
$777.
Are we getting scared to bust at this point?
I am getting scared to bust at this point, yeah. I'm taking it.
You're going to take it?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, nothing wrong with getting to walk back into the old work break room and say, boys, I just won $777.
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
here's the thing. I know some of the fellas at your job are probably saying that you should have kept going. We do get to see what happens if you would have kept going. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Make a prediction. How far do you think that you did 3 vaults?
It's probably going to get to 4 digits. I would imagine 2 more vaults, but hey,
All right.
I was scared to bust.
You stopped at vault number 3. Let's see what was in 4.
$900.
Missed out on $900. All right, let's see what else is in vault number 5 here. Not a bad move then. Not a bad move then.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't even made the 4 digits. So.
That's right. Yeah, you were at best going to do 900. 777, nothing to shake a stick at. There's definitely going to be somebody in the break room who asks you to lend them $20 now.
More than likely.
Yeah, nobody can bust your balls about being scared to bust this morning, all right?
That's right. No.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know the clothing brand Gucci?
Yeah.
The internet is very angry right now because there is this rumor coming out that Gucci is going to get into the diaper business.
Oh my God, what are those going to cost?
So the graphic that's been going around looks like a product mock-up is like this little box with sort of the branded Gucci logos on it and stuff like that. It slides open to reveal. You can't quite tell, but it looks to be between like 8 and 10 disposable, like use once, throw in the garbage diapers. $490.
$490 for diapers?
$500 just about for what might be, let's say at most 10 diapers.
Is anybody impressed by that? Like if you're hanging out with someone and their baby or you're at the park or whatever, are you like batting an eye being like, is that Gucci diaper?
I mean, maybe you're impressed that someone's throwing $50 covered in poo into the garbage, but at the same time, like, that's just it is, I don't think rich people buy stuff like this. Like, I don't think you get rich buying $50 diapers.
It's kind of like one of those things that people who that aren't good with their money think rich people do. Yeah.
That's just it. It's like, oh, this is Gucci. This is a status symbol. This means I'm better than you. So I will spend half of my paycheck to buy this 10-pack of diapers for no reason other than my kid to soil them.
Flexing poop disposable things is such a that'd be like me being like, I got Gucci dog bags, or Louis Vuitton dog bags or something.
Yeah. A big Nike guy. I got Nike toilet paper. It's just a big swoosh that I cover in filth before I flush it. What are we doing here? And with babies and kids in general, you can always tell parents who maybe have a little bit of money but are not great at it, because you'll see their kid wearing like a brand new unscuffed pair of Jordans.
True,
and they can't even walk yet.
Yeah.
It's like, that baby is 6 months old. He is not dunking. What does he need Jordans for?
I think you're right, though, on the whole thing of like a lot of people like to almost financially cosplay as if they got money.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I used to see it all the time when I was younger in my 20s. It'd be like the people who want to get bottle service when you go out to the club and you're like, bottle service? It's like, dude, you're bumming smokes off me tonight. What are we talking about here?
All of a sudden you find yourself the VIP section of a club, or even worse, a strip club. And you're like, how are we here? How are you affording this? Oh, don't worry, brother. I got this tonight. And then, like 2 weeks later, you see them eating like granola bars for dinner. Like, You're not fooling anybody with this terrible spending habit.
You're driving a BMW, yet you still owe me $20. What's going on here, you know?
And that one goes both ways. Like, you talk about cars, because on the other side is people who will buy like a $5,000 stereo for their car, and they're driving like $1,000 at best trade it for junk car.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't have to pretend like you've got a lot of money. This was a bad decision.
I think it is like people who don't have money think flexing is like more important than anything.
Yeah. Meanwhile, actual rich people don't even buy diapers.
Yeah.
They have people to do that.
They don't even change their diapers. If rich people were buying Gucci diapers, the only person that would be seeing it is the nanny who changes it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What's something people that are bad with their money think rich people do?
Buying the $120,000 diesel truck and then not using it as a truck.
Just using it to get like, go to the grocery store, go home, go to work.
There's a fine line of like rich people doing that stuff and then people that are just bad with their money, I'd say.
Yeah, well, 100%. Like everyone's, I can afford the payment, so I'm going to buy it. It's like, well, it's not the point, but
it is this weird thing that like, there's a lot of people that almost just seem to consider like a vehicle is a vehicle is a vehicle. But like, if you buy a Jeep, you should take it off road. If you buy a truck, you should be hauling things with it. If you buy a Hummer, you should have it taken away from you along with the rest of your money. Like, there are things that you're supposed to do here.
Come on, Dalby, I want a Hummer too someday.
You know, this whole thing is kind of reminding me. Did you ever hear the Adam Corolla rich man, poor man conversation?
No, I don't remember it.
Where the idea is like the most expensive thing you own is a really old car. Rich man, it's different. Poor man, it's a different situation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, a car is such a big one that people just get really weird when they're spending money. Like, whether it's like, dude, buying shiny spinning rims when you live in Canada and you're guaranteed to hit a pothole like every time you take the vehicle out on the road. Rich people don't do that stuff. Rich people are smarter than that. That's why they're rich.
Even the car thing, like you'll see a lot of rich people are just buying like these old beaters because they like the nostalgia of it or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's only once you become either you like to pretend you're rich or you're actually like absurdly rich that you'll start buying things like Cybertrucks.
There's so many of these Adam Corolla things that it's like having an outdoor shower, rich man, poor man. Or like living in a hotel, rich man, poor man.
Right, yeah. Well, that's the difference between are you in the penthouse suite or the rent by the hour suite.
Having multiple vehicles on your property, rich man, poor man kind of
If
thing.
the wheels are still attached on all sides, then it's probably a rich man.
Having to see a lawyer and know a judge by name. Rich man, poor man.
Are you meeting in the courthouse or the golf course? Key detail.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I know we're not traveling to the States as much as we used to, just as a country in general, but if you are flying in and out of the States, be aware. Have you heard about the whole TSA situation down there?
Is this something like sketchy they're doing to Canadians? Or?
No, but it's just the TSA agents are not getting paid right now.
Oh.
It's part of like the budgeting for the States. They're trying to get a bill passed to get them more money because they've run through the budget for the year already.
Oh, okay.
And so TSA agents are not coming into work because they're not getting paid. They're quitting. They're finding other jobs. They're putting fewer people on. And it's causing these massive lineups in airports all around the States as people are less equipped to bring you through security.
You know what? I know what you're talking about. I did see some videos on TikTok of people like waiting like hours to get through security. So that makes sense.
It's insane. But like with all the great hardships of the world, it has spawned some entrepreneurship as people in major American cities with major airports are now offering their services to stand in line for you so that you don't have to.
That's, you know what, I've seen this before with people who, you know, like they're looking to get the newest iPhone or like sneaker drops or anything like that. Like there's various apps where I've seen this before. So
you can find these people again in different American cities and you can hire them. The going rate from what I've seen, there are obviously some undersellers, but most people are going around $25 an hour and they'll stand in line for you. And it makes a lot of sense because some of these lineups can take 2 to 3 hours, they're saying, on like really busy flying days. Mm-hmm. So for $75, say, you hire a stranger to stand in line for 3 hours. And then when they get close to the front, they'll shoot you a text and you just swoop into the airport and step in line and you're on your way.
Yeah, and something tells me that you're not going to have a hard time with anyone else in the line not getting mad at you for that. You ever been anywhere and someone tries to butt in line?
The thing about it is I would gladly avoid standing in a line for 3 hours. I don't care what you think about it. You know what I mean? Like I generally am a get along to get along kind of guy.
Have you not watched any video of any fight that's broken out in an air? Like the airport is one of the places where people like they lose all normal thoughts. They don't care about anything. Like everything goes out the window. You're gonna get knocked out if you cut in someone in line there.
See, but I think you're underestimating. Again, people will get frustrated. They've been in line for a long time. But if I'm not coming and taking my spot in line until we're right in front of security, you're going to throw hands in front of TSA agents? We're not in the back of the line in the middle where like no one's going to see you.
Have you been on the internet? People are willing to lose their entire lives over people's bags and chairs and whatnot, man.
Hey, I'm still going to get on the plane. I didn't start the fight. I just showed up and took my rightful spot in line.
You're going to
You want to punch me? Go ahead and punch me. I would give that up for 3 hours.
You are going to end up on a list if you do this. I'm telling you. And if it's not a TSA list, you're going to end up on someone's personal hit list.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we've got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets, and we're going to play.
So what's your fucking excuse?
And today, we are looking for what is your excuse? Pretend that we are cops that pulled you over. Why were you looking at your phone?
Are you going to try and do something snarky? Are you going to try and actually give them an answer to get out of the ticket? There's lots of angles for you to take on this one today.
If you are not someone that we pulled over, that does mean you are a judge. So 762-555, let us know who has the best excuse. Why were they looking at their phone? We'll start with this one from Sandra here.
Hey, I was looking at my phone because I wanted to see how many Tim Hortons there were around where you guys were all sitting and enjoying coffee and donuts.
Damn, Sandra. Well, you're getting the ticket.
You got the ticket.
Yeah, you're getting the ticket for sure.
You got the ticket. All right, here's Ben.
Sorry, officer. I was just trying to play big bag of cash.
That's a good answer.
This only works if you get busted right at 7 a.m. Other than that, that's not going to work.
You might have to split the pot with him if you do win bag of cash, too. Okay, we got some good contenders here. Let's keep it going. This is Mark.
I'm sorry, officer. I wasn't looking at my phone. I was looking for the roach that fell.
That's another ticket.
Very funny.
That's a search.
Not a good excuse, though. Okay, we'll keep it going here.
Yeah, officer, I had to look at the phone. I heard the emergency alert go off, and I had to check what it was.
Legit?
Oh, okay.
That's actually not a bad one.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the cop's going to tell you, well, you should have pulled over and done it in a safe fashion. But as far as the ones we've gotten today, that might be the most likely to get you out of the ticket.
That's actually legit. You heard the sound.
Yeah.
You wanted to see what's going on. Maybe it was an Amber Alert or something. You are on the road.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Unless, I guess, if the cop didn't also just get an emergency alert, you might be busted.
Good point.
You might be busted.
Good point. All right, got another one here.
I'm sorry, Ossifer. I just got a message from my cameras at the house, and my dog pooped all over my bed and on the floor, and now my robot vacuum is smearing it all over the place. Sorry, it won't happen again, I promise.
It's not a bad excuse. The Ossifer thing is going to get you to blow it
I assume you're drunk.
Yeah.
I assume you're drunk off the top. All right, we'll do a couple more here.
Officer, I wasn't using my phone. I was just holding it like a fancy steering wheel accessory, you know? It just helps make this beater feel more high-tech and fancy. Sorry.
It's my emotional support phone.
Yeah. All right, we'll wrap it up with Doug here.
Oh, I'm glad you showed up. I was just looking for your number so I can call you. I seen some kids going through the car over there a block back. They had a backpack. I think they were ripping them off.
I was only pulling my phone out to contact the authorities.
I'm so glad you're here. I was trying to get a hold of you. I don't know if it'll work, but you might be able to pull one over on an officer who's like, just kind of out of it today.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I mean, living in the city we live in, there's crime that's always happening. So
that might be a front runner for me in terms of ones that'll actually work. In terms of just funny, I did like Sandra's a lot.
Yeah.
Sandra's was also really the Tim Hortons one.
762-555. What are we thinking? I've got Sandra in there. I've got the Roach guy in as well. But
Roach guy is funny, but again, do not do that.
I also think Doug's is probably the most legit answer.
Yeah. I think Doug might be the most likely to succeed.
A lot of Dougies coming in here on the text line, so we'll give him the ding and the round of applause. $100 in Lotto 649 tickets for this excuse.
Attaboy,
Oh, I'm glad you showed up. I was just looking for your number so I can call you. I seen some kids going through the car over there a block back. They had a backpack. I think they were ripping them off.
It's good too because it's detail, but it's not too much detail. It is believable.
But of course, the Brock and Dalby show encourages you to never look at your phone while driving.
Well, yeah, don't lie to the police. Don't talk to the police. Don't have your phone out while you're driving.
Well, we didn't say anything about lying to the police. We did say something about not looking at your phone while driving.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Hellman's, you know the company that makes mayonnaise?
Got some in the fridge at home.
Well, they have officially declared mayonnaise an instrument. Of course, if you have kids that watch SpongeBob, you've probably heard this before.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Apparently, Hellman's actually worked with a doctor who is the head of global music technologies at some university. And they did a study conducted in which they were able to definitely say that you can make music with mayonnaise.
Oh, I mean, what do you have to do it?
They say that you can take mayonnaise beyond the kitchen, using it to generate sound and build original compositions, basically from dolloping and squeezing to drumming and plucking. They say that mayonnaise is used in a variety of ways to generate sound, turning a kitchen staple into something altogether more musical.
Okay, so, I mean, listen, by all the criteria that we've listed here, sure, mayonnaise is an instrument. The problem is now so is everything else.
Yeah, your fridge is an instrument. Every time you're tapping on it, just when you're looking because you're a little piggy.
Every time you slam the door going, oh, I have groceries, but I have nothing I want to eat. That's a drum. That's
Thighs
a bass.
are instruments then too, yeah.
Everything around you is an instrument. And the music is in everything.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm the worst musician, but I'm a drummer when I'm in the car at the steering wheel, if you think about it. I'm Neil Peart when I'm stuck in traffic. That's for damn sure.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby Podcast.